This is actually my second time here. I actually created the museum for the first ever Soda Fest last year. I had all this stuff in storage, so I said, how could I take this elsewhere? So I bought a semi-trailer, and people can go right through the museum and see the history of Coca-Cola, how it started, a lot of the vending machines, signage, the history of the bottle, the creator of Coca-Cola. Started in 1886. Great response, a lot of people, and it's all about soda pop. This is actually a R2-D2 cobot, and he was created for Coca-Cola right at the beginning of the whole Star Wars deal. Coca-Cola had the original contract first, before the other people ended up kind of stealing it away from them, but they'd already started production on these R2-D2 cobots, and so they were able to keep making them. And it was very cool because it actually had like an airplane remote control that would actually make him work as well. So he actually would roll around, they'd take him to parades and things like that. And what's even cool, it took 2 operators to make him work. One guy would make him roll around and his head would go and play the Coke jingles from an 8-track tape player inside. Or the second guy had a wireless microphone and an earpiece, and on the front there is a little button that's a microphone, and as the robot rolled up to like a little boy at a parade, he would be able to actually talk to robot, and the guy could hear what the kid was saying, and then he could talk back, and then it would just come out through the speakers. So the little boy thought the robot was real. This is actually one of the premier pieces for the museum. This is a 1939 Salesman sample cooler. In 1939, they'd actually go around to Mr. Druckard's Five and Dime, and they would take this little sample cooler, carry it in this little leather bag, and it was an example, a miniature sample of what they could have of the big version. And on this exact example, it has all these little flip cards to where you could actually flip through the different sizes of whatever type of chest you might need, whether you needed the master ice or the junior ice. So there was different size coolers that they could offer. So this is the most complete I've ever seen one, and it actually comes complete with all those pages, which those are the first thing to disappear. This actual vendor's Coke carrier was actually used in the 1930s, and it was used in like ball diamonds, but this one is extra special because we know the history of it. It actually came from Busch Stadium, but back then it wasn't Busch Stadium, it was called Sportsman's Park. So far this is my second Homer Soda Fest, and this has been a great experience. The people that have put it together have done it very professionally, so I encourage anybody, if you would like to come out and see the festival, please come out, or you can actually become a vendor just like me.